Hi, welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. This is my personal video journal, basically reminiscing about Monster Hunter World. With how close Wilds is to release at this point, and how long it takes to edit videos apparently, I'm trying to re-experience as much of the game as I can. I don't know how to write video opening. So, last we left off, Sora Magdaros had gotten away.
You know, we really should have thought about this more.
Like, honestly, what was the plan there? I also upgraded our armor, this time made out of the Fire T-Rex. And lastly, a new area has been unlocked for us, the Coral Highlands. Now, hands down, this is one of the best looking areas in the entire game. It offers a ton of verticality, and just like the other maps, it has a ton of variety in locations, all still playing into the theme of full of life. And following the theme, the best way to introduce us to it is... we unlock an additional area that, aside from a few side quests, doesn't really add much, and we head back into the Coral Highlands to do what we do best.
Nice shot!
But now we're gonna be capturing the monsters instead of killing them. So, whenever we see them limp, or better, flying away, and ta-da! Yeah, it's not as satisfying as... but it does give more rewards, so... we get sent a second time to hunt the marshmallow thing, which goes about the same.
Miss! Miss! Miss!
And from there, you get to unlock the fourth area, the Rotten Vale. It really is a parallel to the previous area, which explains why they're introduced one right after the other. That being said, we don't have it all unlocked right away. After a little bit of exploring, we regroup and decide that we need to head deeper. Oh, and I took a chance to build the next set of armor for this last leg. The issue starts when...
I don't want peace. I want problems!
So yeah, that's the next hunt we get sent after. Another very aerial boss, meaning that the fight is a lot more paced, as well as introducing the Ice Blight, which makes literally existing painful to the highest degree. Like seriously, what the... Once a dealt, however, we can actually proceed onwards to the lower parts of the Rotten Vale. There, we find a big rock. There is no punchline, but obviously the world wouldn't have it that easy. So we absolutely get jumped by the buffest dog I've ever seen. Like seriously, that thing looks like it came straight out of Vita Carnis. In contrast, this fight is a lot more frenetic. You basically need to stay on your toes the whole time or get sliced to shreds, needing to weave in and out, making sure to find cover to cure your bleeding, or find a place where you can eat the item that will stop the bleeding. Plus, this area has an interesting mechanic where knocking a creature down will have all the smaller monsters try and come in and take bites of them, sometimes even paralyzing the large monster. It's really neat and pretty creative given the type of environment this is. One problem though, where is the big boy? All evidence points towards them being here, but they're not. So, we decide to inquire someone who's been here longer than us, getting attacked on the way by someone who is most certainly not the first one we've seen. Before coming across the Wyverian we're looking for. They say that they will only explain what's happening to someone who has conquered the ecosystem, which means that we need to take out the two apex predators on the beginning areas, since we have also just cleared out the other two for the Coral Highlands and Rotten Vale. That leaves us with Rathalos, who fought before, the new enemy. Now, don't let those wings fool you, this thing will not fly. It will run towards you. It is essentially fighting a bull. It deals a ludicrous amount of damage. It has a massive hitbox and a massive hurt box. Its head hurts, its tail hurts. It is a fast-paced dodge fest, and it is really fun. Now, we have another little rematch with the Rathalos. But once we do that, we find all the evidence we need to learn exactly what the big boy is doing. In summary, Big Boy is really old, and he's coming here to rest. But he isn't here. Let's not address the fact that the rock was there in the first place, it doesn't really make much sense. Long story short, he's going to a place where if he dies, the entire island will go kaboom. Now, can't really let the entire continent blow up, so we get a redo of the previous mission, where we needed to capture Zorah Magdaros. Just instead, this time we have a much more achievable goal of getting to turn around.
It's coming. Move out! Use everything at your disposal. I want eyes everywhere. Fight hard and stay smart.
It is actually pretty climatic, with the area just being so bright, the sounds being so loud as the creature ramages through this cavern trying to reach the area we need to defend. A lot of environmental elements, with stalactites rigged with dynamite. All the magma cores spread out through the area that we need to destroy.
On a scale from 1 to 10, my friend, you're
There is a dragon that comes in and tries to stop us, but it doesn't really do much in that sense. Kinda just arrives and leaves after a bit. No, genuinely, I was trying to get to him to fight for a bit, and I just could not manage to make my way towards it. And that's just the first phase. Later, when we get onto the barricade, we actually get to basically pelt this thing with cannon fire and binders to make it not move for a bit. All the while, it is raining fire and striking, making the entire structure shake with just a single push. It was really climatic. Additionally, there is a very high damaging move that you can access by jumping through here. The game doesn't really communicate it that well, and it has a very long cooldown, but Jesus, it deals damage. From there, it is pretty easy to just continue pelting it until it retreats.
Commander, this is it. The chance we've been waiting for.
All right, this is the last phase. Where's my Dragonator? Ready when you are. Good. Fire!
We did it!
And we did it! That is everything Monster Hunter World has to offer in its low rank. You know what? No, that isn't everything that low rank has to offer. Now, while that fight was really exciting, it had a lot of hype behind it, it isn't really Monster Hunter-ish. It's a deviation. There's one more thing that can serve as a final boss of low rank, and a little sampler of what's to come ahead. Look at it. This is the first Elder Dragon that we're actually able to fight, Kirin. A very dynamic fight that requires a lot of dodging and fast movement. He's an extremely small monster too, so it is pretty hard to land heavy hits on it, given his fast movement. Not only that, he's actually really good at catching you off guard and punishing whiffs or healing or sharpening by launching lightning at you from a distance. It moves extremely fast and can put the lightning debuff on you, where you will get stunned fairly easily. Hell, if you get stunned, it will actually go up to you and use one of its slower attacks to finish you off. It requires a lot of movement and knowledge of your weapon. It is not particularly difficult, given that it's still low rank, but it is a really good introduction to it, to the kind of mentality you'll need to have for monsters further ahead. And honestly, fighting it for the first time, or in my case, after a long while, I haven't played this game in a fair bit, he will catch you off guard. And now that is the true ending of what low rank has to offer, at least on the base game, without counting the event quests. And that's that, I guess. Thanks so much for watching. I am trying to get into the swing of producing videos. Gotta admit, it is a lot of work, but it is also extremely fun. Mind it, I probably shouldn't have started around the time that Christmas was happening, and
Oh my god, yes!
but I will say this is extremely fulfilling, and anyone who's listening to this, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I guess that's all I can say. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.